Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Outlaws of Thunder Junction draft. We're going to dive in, go pick by pick, play by play, talk through everything so that you'll know what to do when you draft the format yourself. If you enjoy the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more, and comment with your questions, thoughts, and feedback. Okay, so our rare slash bonus sheet card, Detention Sphere, totally solid card, but not anything too special. It's like the same power level as like a common from this set. Satoru, also a good card, plays really well with plot spells, but again, not a card I really want to take here because it's two colors and I'd rather start with a mono-colored card. Frontier Seeker, quite good. 5 cards, get a mount or a plane, so just nice 2-for-1. And then in the commons, there's a Throw from the Saddle, which is honestly a really good card, and I'm very tempted to just take it here. It's the best common, so I don't think there's any competition in the commons. It's between this and Frontier Seeker, I think. I think I'm just going to take Throw from the Saddle. I mean, there's plenty of 2-for-1 cards. Good 2-drops are important, but I really like Throw from the Saddle. It's just such a beating when it works out. Okay, now there is a Miriam that could go with the Throw from the Saddle. Snakeskin Veil, Mystical Tether. If I was going to take a white card here, I would take the Miriam. I think Miriam is stellar. There is no, the rare got taken out of this pack. I like Badlands Revival as well. Eartha Joe's pretty good, but doesn't let me play Throw from the Saddle. I think, honestly, it's probably between one of these gold cards. I think I'd rather take Miriam than Savage Smash or Badlands Revival. Definitely over Mystical Tether. I keep getting my Mystical Tethers blown up. I'm going to take the Miriam. I kind of like the idea of taking this little start. Magda's very good. There's also Drover Grizzly if I really wanted to commit to this bit. Slickshot Lockpicker, Longhorn Sharpshooter's also good. I really like Magda, though. I'm just trying to think of how I can fit these cards into the same deck, potentially. Yeah, I guess if I had taken the Savage Smash, it would have worked out a little bit better in this thing, but I don't regret the picks, really. Longhorn Sharpshooter's also good. Pick 3 Magda. I can play that in a green-red deck for sure. I love Longhorn as well. But Magda it is. And now we see a pack that doesn't have a single green or white card. So we'll just move away from those and take our Slickshot Lockpicker and be happy about it. Slick Sequence is also fine, but I think that Slickshot Lockpicker is better. Could also fit into a blue-green deck. Ashes is also good. Lockpicker's just the best card there. Now, Repulse is quite good. Bucolic Ranch is nice if you are the mount deck, but blue is looking wide open here. And Repulse is just a good card, plays well with Magda. I wish we could get that Slickshot sequence, because that card's great. Oh my gosh. Blue-red is on the menu. Nobody wants to draft it. We get a lot of good cards here. I love Derailment, but Longhorn Sharpshooter is really, really good. Because you get a spell, especially in blue-red, you get a spell for this, but then you also get to help your double spell synergies the following turn. So it's a pretty easy pick. I'll take the Interference now over the Djinn of Fool's Fall. I'm a little bit down on Unfortunate Accident. Still a good card, but not one I prioritize as much. I like Interference. Okay, Thunder Salvo. I'm just committing to the blue-red kind of double spell life here. I think it's open. Like, wide open. Third pick, fifth pick. We saw also Explosive Derailment in that same pack as the Sharpshooter. People don't like drafting blue-red, which will give me even more good cards. I have every card in my deck is great right now. Thunder Salvo isn't the best normally, but it's going to be really good in this deck. Daring Thunder Thief or Lackey. I don't really like the Lackey in this build. I think it's more of an aggro card. This can sometimes be playable, though. I don't like the Deputy. This card's sometimes useful, but I think I can get one later. Wow, we wield Savage Smash. I guess I could still be green-red. Also wield Badlands Revival. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, we'll take the Savage Smash. I only do have the 3 blue cards, so if I open a really good green rare, I could just go back into green-red. Late Mourner Surprise. I don't think this card's playable. I don't think this card is good, but I think I could get it to work maybe if I build the deck around it a little bit. Loan Shark with 2 cards in the pack, huge. Yeah, blue-red's definitely open. We're going to get this to work. Merriment. I can't get the double white to work here. Wily Duke is great. If green or white had been open, I probably would have been able to get that to work. Unfortunately, both of them were like severely cut. Like we didn't see a single green card after we first picked this. Didn't see a single card to really follow up the Miriam. So we don't get to play the Wily Duke. I like him although. Here it's just another Phantom Interference for me. I'll probably wheel this. Probably put it in my deck. And now I get the land. I take the lands incredibly highly these days. I also love Wolverine, but I have to take the lands when I see them. I always end up with enough playables. I'll probably wheel this card. But you got to get the lands to make your deck more consistent. Siphon's good. This Town Ain't Big Enough is really good in this sort of deck a lot of the time, because you can bounce your own creatures to set up your double spelling. I would love to play Wolverines. Wolverines are great in blue-red, I think. I've been very impressed with this card, though. Do I take a chance on trying to wheel it? Probably not. I like me a Collective Defiance. I would also play this card. Gosh, my green-white deck would have been sick if I could have just found any playables pack 1. Double Miriam, Wily, Aitlin. This is a nice removal spell, though. And can also, like, if I get too many, like, lands in my hand. Yeah, this pack is awful for me. Yeah, it makes sense that I'm seeing a lot of white this pack because I didn't see any white in pack 1. These cards are not really the ones I want. I'm going to try this maybe. I could see one copy being okay. Gin of Fool's Fall or Highway Robbery. Probably the Gin. Now another Thunder Salvo. Huh. I didn't wheel the card I thought I was going to wheel. I forget what that was, but it didn't wheel. Another one of these bad boys. Oh, I didn't wheel Wolverine. Oh, I did wheel Wolverine. Nice. This card can also be good for double spelling. Trick shot. So this deck is looking pretty good right now. Just need to have a good pack 3. Off to a bad start. Discerning Peddler over Brimstone Roundup. Gosh, there's so many good green-white cards. Honestly, if I just forced green-white, it would have worked here. Potentially. Oh well. Peddler's fine. I love this guy. So I think I'll take it. I already have a blue-green land, so I could maybe splash green for something if I wanted to. Do I want a Savage Smash or a Throw from the Saddle? I think Gill is pretty good. I think this card's also good. I really like Scorching Shot here. Maybe wheel Loan Shark. So I have great removal. I don't have to play these trick shots. Another Wolverine is good. This is like a 4-drop. Shifting Grift. I'm just going to put all my removal spells in a pile. I love Nimble Brigand. Phantom Interference might be better in this deck, though. Yeah, that's probably not right. This card's probably just better. I only have one crime land, but I could play more now because I have a couple of them. Technically, this is 21 cards because of my 2 lands. Not super likely to play this one. I think I'll just play the half on color lands to go with the Magda and with the Discerning Peddler now. Beautiful. Get the Derailment in there. I wouldn't mind a Form of Posse or something like that, but I'll just get another removal spell. Love that card. We'll take the Peddler, though. So I have one semi-red land, one semi-blue land to just help with my crime triggers. I don't know what went wrong with this draft. I don't think anything went wrong. I think my deck is solid, but... Nice. We did not wheel the Loan Shark, number 2. I feel like I got bullied out of the deck I wanted to draft. I got bullied. It wasn't very nice. Okay. I wish I had a card draw spell, but that's how it goes sometimes. I don't think I can afford to play these. I'm just going to run out of gas if I do. So I'll cut the Conduit. It's 14, 15, 16, 17. Currently 9, 8 in favor of... I've got 8, 8. 9. I've got 9 of each source, which is great. Probably safely cut Shifting Grift. That card's just bad. And we'll try it like this. Interesting deck. Not sure if I did it correctly, but I tried to do the green-white deck, but it just... I felt like it was so cut... Like, blue-red was so open, I thought I would get past some rares or something. Does this deck have any rares? It's got Collective Defiance. Magda. Yeah, I got past both of those cards. We'll see how we do. I'll see you folks in the games. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support the NicolaiBolas channel at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Patrons are the ones who contribute directly towards the channel so that I will be able to make as many videos as I do. They gain access to some cool rewards in the process, like my tier list for each set and things like that. But fundamentally, Patreon is a place to support the content you enjoy so it can continue being made in the future. And for that, I am very grateful. I want to give a huge shout out to those who support at the credits level. It really makes a big difference. And without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome. We'll keep this hand. Peddler discarding one of my blue cards, maybe. Okay. So the reason I'm trading with that guy is because they'll just be able to pump those things up in the future. Let's see what we're working with here. So now I can play this into another Scorching Shot. Interesting. And now I can start attacking. 3 damage for 2 damage is a good trade at these life totals. This guy's big, and then maybe I can chain a spell into a Thunder Salvo to get another Scry out of things. Or if I draw a lane, I can play this into this. At this point in the game, a Scry is pretty valuable. Sure. Just gonna play my big guy. They have a murder or something. Yep. I don't know why I keep playing creatures pre-combat. It's funny, when you have 2 mercenaries, figuring out how to like target the proper one took me like a couple minutes. This probably means they have a removal spell. I want to kill the servant of the stinger. Sure. Okay. So what cards do I have to care about committing crimes? I have Magda, which isn't going to be relevant here. I have one other card. I just can't think of it. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm tempted to just play this town ain't big enough on both of my guys. This card's incredibly threatening because it's just like threatening to get their best card if they ever commit a crime and get to hit me. Oh, this only costs 2 if it targets. I think I'm gonna cop. It's so brutal because I really want to just keep. I'm so tempted to just go for this town ain't big enough. I would have done 2 damage to them and gotten a scry. But just bouncing both of their tokens seems like it could be a winning play. Huh. That went pretty well. I need to look at my deck list for a second to see double check what my second card that cares about committing crimes is. These Thunder Salvos are interesting. They're kind of tricky to set up. I know I have the Magda. Nimble Brigand, there we go. Do I want another card here? Nope, I think this is good. I'll see you folks next round. Welcome to another round. We'll keep this. Brigand for the win. Just ditching the card that I can't yet cast. I want to save this so I can trigger a crime for this. There. Got good options here, though. This is the classic where they get to look at my hand. They might take like Longhorn Sharpshooter or my Nimble Brigand. Probably the Nimble Brigand. If I was them, that's probably what I'd take, though I don't know what's in their hand. So I'm not going to block because I can afford to take some damage here. And then this, I know this has a target, which is good. So the 2-for-1 doesn't mean much if you can't use it. And they know I have this card, so they probably didn't want to... They could have maybe like tried to not play into it. I forget what I took over the Loan Shark in pack like 2 or something. Because Loan Shark is almost always the card that I like want in these sorts of situations. Because now they have to deal with the threat of this killing their guy, whereas if I just trade, they can just like play a 3/3 or something like that. And make this card a lot worse. This could be pretty good. They are in the tank. So if they just tap out, I'm going to go for Longhorn Sharpshooter. Let's see what they've got. Nothing? Okay. They don't even have a Holy Cow or something? Weird. Do they have the rare that makes me discard half my hand? No? Okay. I do want to get my 5th land out. Can I make them discard their whole hand? Yeah, I think so. I don't know if that would be good because it feels like they kind of have a dearth of good plays. Sure. I don't want to let them trade for my 3/2 with their 2/2. I don't want them to have another one of these or a card that gives it indestructible and just blow me out. Here with only one mystery card, they might go for the block. Remember, I can put them down by 3 more life using this. Sure. So if they do have +1/+1 and indestructible, they get to use it now. But they won't gain any life off of it. And then they'll be almost dead on the crackback. They're thinking, I guess. Sure. Okay. I'm just going to hold a Phantom Interference. I can make a 2/2, counter a spell if they have a big one. So this will tap them out and kill them if they pay for it. So if they don't pay for it, yeah, win or lose. If they pay for it or not, they lose. I can deal 4 to the creature, 3 to them. GG. This card is really good. Got the win. Nice. Nice, nice. Sweet. Welcome to another round. We have to mulligan this, but my opponent also mulliganed, so. Okay, we can keep this. Ditch the spell I can't cast. They're going to get a little bit of a 2-for-1 here to catch back up. A 2/1 is not a super relevant body. Oh my gosh, they have a couple of them. I don't know if I can ever use this until I have a blue mana because there's too much of an odds of I'll whiff. Welcome to another round. We get to keep this hand. Feels good to have an opener with both my colors after last game. Well, that's going to die. Sure. I'm kind of paralyzed by these guys. Thunder Salvo can't kill what I want. I kind of got doom cycled by this Phantom Interference / Thunder Salvo because I was expecting that to, like, if they, I didn't expect the double plot. I thought they'd like play a creature or a spell, not neither. Which is probably just my bad. I probably should have just never tried to get them with it. It's just, there's so many scary plays that are set up by Visage Bandit. And then I whiffed my draw step last turn to get a land so I could play a 3-drop while holding it up. They can sacrifice him to get, like, something terrifying. That was a calculated risk. I mean, they're not going to play a big spell into this. Maybe they just don't have something good to copy. I mean, they sacked this guy already. They're certainly giving me some time to draw out of my kind of clunkiness. Yeah, that's a problem. In this sort of situation, not drawing a land is so bad. Yeah, just... I'm getting kind of owned by my mana in this game. Just like halfway through my deck, I needed to draw more lands. They're just going to counter it. Man, I hate Magic sometimes. I just don't get to... I mean, that game was weird because I probably could have like played it differently and not done the stuff, but like it always asks me the games, and it's always literally whether I win or lose. So like this game, like they had their like holding up my mana that entire time delayed their triple Marauding Sphinx play for quite some time. But the problem was I delayed it, but I literally couldn't draw a land to save my life, so I couldn't actually get anything going myself. Oh well. It's just, oh, it's so frustrating to lose kind of 2 games in a row to not drawing enough. I mean, they had 7 mana in play, and I had 5. If I had been able to replace like even 2 of my best spells, like with lands, I think I have a good shot. Dang it. Welcome. We're gonna keep this hand. Just gonna hope to flip a land off this. Gosh, I guess maybe I need to play 18 lands if I'm so desperate for lands. Like literally, I bet like, oh, literally every game all I want is lands. I'm not gonna let them use their counter magic. Feels like they might have something cooking up there over there. Sometimes I'm like, when I'm not playing well, I don't even think about what my opponent might have, but feels like they might have a counter spell of some kind here. My kingdom for a land, I say. Well, Deadeye Duelist is good with Magda, but I mean, it does okay work in the format. Oh, they have to have another kill spell. Okay. I guess maybe I'm supposed to hold up Phantom Interference for all of eternity. Mm-hmm. Sure. I think I have to kill that. I've got my lockpicker to give you a backup removal spell, but the 1/4 not only reduces my damage output, which makes it harder for me to win the game, but also is like a threat if they like bounce it or do something like that with it. Yeah. Like if I hadn't killed their 1/4. I'm definitely in a spot where it's like, okay, I'm ahead. I've got a removal spell banked up. But I don't want to play lockpicker to try and get one for attacker range. Now I'm getting afraid of like things like the X spell that's like triple X that can deal like 10 to me if they get to 8 mana. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Cool. Welcome to another round. On the draw, we got a pretty decent hand. Eroded Canyon doing major work. Again, this hand suffers if I don't draw my third land, but, you know, you got to keep 2 landers on the draw in Magic and then just accept the consequences. Okay, well that at least is something. I'm going to scream. No! What did I do to deserve this? What did I ever do? Oh my gosh. No! Oh my gosh. This is awful. This is my actual nightmare. Oh my gosh. Oh, my deck is so sick. I just never get to play. Yep. They're a good player. They know I have Phantom Interference. Or they just are playing around it because they can. They have a protection spell. Yeah. I hate Magic so much. This is so stupid. Oh my gosh. I thought there was a hand smoother in best of one! Did I put like 12 lands in my deck by mistake? Oh my gosh. So now I have 2 draws next turn. Oh, what a synergy. They're going to get up to 4 power. Nice. Good play, good play. Okay, so they have 3 cards, I have 5. I'll take 6 this turn, I guess. I don't even know if this is the correct line. It just feels right. I actually really do want to draw that mountain. Sure. So they have 2 removal spells and I lose. Yeah, that's fair. When you're behind, going for these sorts of plays is greedy. This one felt greedy, I could tell. Dang it. Maybe I was supposed to go for just kill spell on one of those turns. Yep. I mean, this game is obviously over. It's just important to remember that it looks really bad and like, oh, my deck didn't do anything, but I also got stuck on 2 lands for like 3 extra turns. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why I'm still playing. Like, they have this card, which I can never answer in a million years. Yeah, I'm just gonna concede. Yeah. That was a very frustrating draft. As you could tell by my primal scream in one of those games. Just, two of the games I lost were just horrific mana. Then there was the one game I lost where if my mana had cooperated, I could have probably won with the game plan I chose. And otherwise, I probably would have lost anyway, just because of the way it all worked out. But yeah, the deck was pretty good. Just didn't get to play half the games. And that's how it goes. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you made it all the way to the end, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag... What's a good hashtag for this video? Hashtag salvo, because we got to do some cool Thunder salvo plays. That's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.